as you can see, I do have it up on jack stands now. So I've got the front tires off and the rear tires off. Just looking at it, standard 4-lug disc brakes. The pads look pretty good shape. They're plenty thickness to them, so I'm going to leave them alone. Surprisingly, this does appear to have some Coney reds on all 4 corners, so yay me. Got a little bit of surprise there. So these will be taken off, cleaned up, and if they're not leaking, appear to be good shape, I'm going to leave them alone. Those are a pretty good shock. So otherwise, everything else underneath looks pretty, I would say pretty normal. Other than a little bit of radiator front end damage, but fixable. So you can kind of see under here. Everything's good. Does have the normal H pipe with cat back for cats, so that'll get replaced. We don't have emissions, so that'll be an off-road X pipe going on there probably. Looking at the back there, you can see it does have dumps. I think that's just a homebrew muffler. I don't even know what it is, what kind of muffler it is. So let's take a look at the back here. Alright, so looking at the back, you can see it still has the great quad shocks on there, so those will be probably taking a hike. Little Coney red shock. Otherwise, upper and lower control arms are the factory ones, and surprisingly the bushings actually look pretty good. You can see I do have the brake drum taken off, so the brake, I guess the drums here look pretty kind of crappy, so probably need to put some new shoes on that and clean everything out of there and give it a good once over and make sure it's in good shape. Now I'll show you kind of here on the back here. The pumpkin itself looks to be in pretty good shape, just a normal 8.8. Now the previous owner did tell me there's supposedly 355 gears in there, which is what I wanted anyway for T5. But this is a little bit more of a highway car than a street car, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. I'm eventually going to change the fluid and I'll take the cover off, and if it's truly 355s, I'm going to leave them alone and just put some new fluid in and probably put a differential cover on it, just like a Trick Flow or B&M or something. Something I can find, give it a little more support. I got some plans for it in the future, and I think any little support helps. Let's go to the driver's side. Okay, so here we are on the driver's side. You can just see basically the same thing. Drum brakes, extra spider web there, which is kind of fun. Hopefully there's nothing poisonous that will kill me in here. Again, Coney red shock. You can see right there at the quad shock. And let's see if I can point to it. Right up here is where he's got the ground for the battery location. So got to take care of that, clean that up, get a probably get a negative cable run to the front also, give a little more grounding. That way I don't have any issues. And then we'll look at the front. Alright, so here's the driver's front. Again, disc brakes, 4-lug, standard stuff. You can see it's kind of greasy, so I need to take the shocks off, get those cleaned up. I think it's just basic factory coils, factory sway bar, all that stuff. You know, I'm really not going to push this car too hard. I really want it just to cruise around in that. It's not a drag strip, not an autocross, nothing dedicated other than just being smiles for miles. So most likely, I may change the K-member, and most of the urethane bushings will be replaced, or the rubber will go to urethane. So probably do some steel braided brake lines, give me a little more feel. Brake calipers, probably just clean those up and maybe rebuild them just to make sure they're in good shape. Fender liners will have to come out so that I can do the wire tuck in the engine bay. And then let's take a look at the very front here, just kind of see. So you can kind of see there the damage to the front radiator member. Otherwise, everything else honestly looks pretty good. I think until I really start tearing it apart, I won't have anything to really compare it to measure against. So that just looks to be like maybe since it's bent frontward, hell, I don't know. It's hard to say it was a front impact. Could have been stuck on a curb and who knows, yanked on or something stupid. So anyway, that's the bottom of the car. Alright, so now that you've kind of seen the overall scope of where I'm starting with this project, I won't say it's a beater because it runs, but it's been beat on pretty well, or more like not really taken care of. So really, I'm not going to do a lot with the suspension and all that. I just really want a driver, something cleaned up, somebody take car shows, go cruises, have fun. Maybe autocross it, drag race it, maybe once a year. Closest one, either autocross or drag race, is over in Medford, which is 2 hours from us, so not looking to go over there too much. But otherwise, really, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take apart the interior here, get that all cleaned up, work on the wheels, tires, get those going, and I'm going to try to get a cruise going for next year, monthly cars and coffee meet. So need to get the interior cleaned up so at least my wife will not sit in the milkshake, I hope that's milkshake, stain here, and get the new seats put in, get the interior refreshed. So that's the starting of the project. If you want to follow it, keep up on YouTube. I'm going to try to put up at least one monthly video of kind of where I'm going and everything I've done. I've also started Instagram. You look at Basin Motorsports, you can see right here at the bottom. You can follow me. I'll try to keep pictures up going, ask questions, anything you want there, not watching the videos. And then once in a while I'll throw some things up on Facebook, either in the Foxbody Addicts Facebook group or anything on my personal page. Thanks for watching. Hope you gonna enjoy me working on this one. And it's time to get to work.